I'm hanging by the fucking rafters. You're like,
but Tom,
you still don't even know it.
Tom,
I'm hanging. You're like,
Tom, where'd he go?
My God, wait till you see this game slate.
Take that noose off from around your neck and come down here. Knock it off. Christ's sakes, there's a full slate in the NFL tonight, and you're freaking hanging from a rafter. What's wrong with you? Anyway, welcome back, America. Segment 2 on a Tip 'em Toke 'em back Tuesday. The indelible one himself, Tom Izzo. Highly questionable.
And ignore him Tuesday.
RJ Migliaccio. Highly questionable. Segment 2, GMing 101. Giants and Patriots are now in a dead heat for the number 1 pick. Carolina has a slim lead on both of them. Can't believe we're having this conversation.
Did you look up Carolina's schedule?
I did. We talked about it. We saw maybe one win.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe Green Bay at home.
Maybe Chicago, maybe Green Bay.
Chicago's winnable, but it's at Chicago.
And Chicago's rookie pageant, or whatever his name is,
well, he's
actually playing okay.
He's playing pretty well.
I haven't seen him, but the numbers he's putting up
he's actually pretty
are
good.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, he's been pretty solid.
Much better than Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Not to be confused with Danny DeVito.
I'm going to ask him, and he said some things in the past, but he's never really said, all right, I've never asked him the question, let's be honest here.
Go ahead, big guy.
If he's the GM this offseason for the New York Giants, let's assume, just say it's a top 10 pick. We don't know where it is yet, but let's assume it's going to be a top 10 pick. Danny Dimes is under one more guaranteed year, and then he's got 2 options after that. Is that what it is? One more year guaranteed?
I think so.
Okay.
I think his guaranteed money goes through the second year.
Saquon Barkley is up. You know what you have. Well, let me ask you the question. Give me 4 things. And it could be from what I'm going to focus on in the draft to what's out there now. Maybe free agency. Like, is there a guy I might go after in a trade or something like that to add, whether it's an offensive line, whatever. Give me 4 things that if you were the GM of the New York Giants, the day this season ends, you would do between now and next preseason. 4 things you think would help this team that was a playoff team 1 year ago. Mm-hmm. And they've added some pieces. Tell me what you would do. Adding to that, what do you do? Quarterback, lineman, what do you do if you're them?
So I can't say what I would have done.
What would you do
right
when
now
this season ends? Assuming they finish with the top 10 pick, which looks like that's going to happen. So what do you do? From that, take me through this to the draft. And then what do you do? 4 things.
So the tough part is Daniel Jones is not coming back till at least halfway through next year.
Yeah.
Which kind of, shit. I mean, it just puts a wrench in everything. Because
it's a very tough situation.
Right, because when he gets back, what is he? Because a lot of times you tear that. Remember when Carson Wentz tore his ACL?
Yeah.
Never the same.
Never the same.
Now, Daniel Dimes is a different quarterback than Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
He wasn't as advanced throwing as Carson Wentz was before the ACL.
Carson Wentz was a better pure thrower.
Yeah.
But other things?
And Wentz might have been a better scrambler and throw. Whereas Daniel Dimes has like those, hey, we're just going to call a run for you because he's that fast.
Yeah.
Now that he doesn't have that, he could be very just mediocre.
Well, again,
if he can't move around.
The thing about that injury, and I can speak to this, is that it's not year 1, it's year 2. You can come back, you're not right again until year 2. That's
right.
2 years from now.
So that's basically halfway through
the next season.
25.
Yeah.
Which, so at that point, you got to start thinking, and I've been hearing it on New York sports, is like Daniel Dimes might have taken his last snap with the Giants.
Yeah.
So if we say Daniel Jones is not coming back, that I guess you signed Tyrod Taylor.
Well, he looked good when he played.
And
he did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like that's a bad idea. It's a small sample size, but he looked pretty damn good.
But let's say
he's mobile.
But let's say you could get one of the real good young quarterbacks. Because let's say they have the 2nd pick in the draft. They could get, the kid from UNC?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm an idiot, so there's part of me that's like, oh, my God, you're going to draft another quarterback from a basketball school. And I know that's ridiculous to say because it doesn't matter what school they come from.
That doesn't matter.
But that would be in my head. But let's say you did that, and then you actually spent money to get offensive linemen. If you did one off-season rebuild of the offensive line, could a rookie quarterback come in and have success with the Giants? I mean, there's still no number one wide receiver, so you'd have to do something about that.
I think they've got him.
They might, but he's a rookie. So if you bring in a rookie quarterback, it would be nice to put another lethal weapon out there with him.
Yep. Okay. So potentially a quarterback if you're two.
So potentially a quarterback if you're two. Next round is O-line or receiver, and then the rest is O-line.
Okay. And in terms of
or you get free agency has to be O-line.
I was going to ask you free agency. What do you? Yeah. Where
depth
are you looking?
in O-line.
I mean,
and if you can get a really good offensive lineman,
I think, that makes sense. I mean, you've got to. There's always every year this happens, and some years obviously depending on the position are deeper than others. But every year when free agency hits, there's a big name out there, more than one, on both sides of the ball. And sometimes it's linemen, sometimes it's skill position, sometimes it's whatever. But, to me, that's obviously on the table. It has to be.
Right now their secondary looks good.
I don't want to
have young guys in the secondary.
Oh, that cornerback, what's his name? He looks
Banks.
Yeah.
Banks. They also have a 6th-round pick. I think it's Trey Hawkins.
There's pass rush.
There's pass rush too.
You got to get it.
Well, I mean, Thibodeau has been rushing the passer well.
Yeah.
Dexter Lawrence is pushing up the middle. They traded Leonard
But
Williams.
my thing is, if you're picking second, is it the top offensive lineman, the top defensive lineman, the pass rusher, or is it a quarterback?
That is a hard pick.
Because
if Daniel Jones isn't coming back,
well, he's not till midseason.
But we've been yelling at teams for getting the quarterback before the team is built.
I think between Tyrod Taylor and Daniel Jones, quarterback's not their issue. I think both of them have been pretty good. And I still don't think Daniel Jones has had enough around. Obviously, he got hurt. I mean, he got hit so much this season. It's a miracle. The play he got hurt, ironically, nobody hit him. Given the hits he had taken, it's a miracle that
it could have been the culmination of the hits.
It probably was. I'm just saying that.
I mean, he's coming off a neck injury.
To me, and this is the thing.
His knee gave out.
Okay, so him aside, what's his name under contract? Tyrod Taylor? Is he up?
They probably signed him to a 2-year, but I'm not sure, honestly.
And then obviously offensive and defensive linemen. That's what you're thinking. That's what you do.
Well,
what about Saquon Barkley? What do you do with him?
The Saquon thing, I don't know why he'd stay unless they franchised him.
I'm asking what you would do as the GM with him. Forget them.
I mean,
what would you do, Tom Izzo, if I were the GM of the New York Giants? Fuck them. Okay, they're probably not going to do what you want them to do anyway. Right. What would you do?
Well, I mean, if I have the money, I'd sign Saquon to a 2-year deal.
Okay,
he's shown you he's worth every.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
He does get hurt, but he's getting a lot of workload.
Part of that's the damn line. Fix the fucking line.
So, I mean, sign him. I would like to be able to sign offensive line through depth and, I don't know, maybe a receiver. I don't know who is coming up. I know Justin Jefferson is. Might be a waste to get somebody like him. But.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't come to Giants.
No.
Why the fuck would he do that?
You have to have a quarterback that he, I don't disagree with that. However, there's one thing you didn't say, and we've talked about it. The first thing I would be doing, and maybe this happened, but I'm saying if I'm him, that GM, the first thing I'm doing, given where we're getting killed consistently, is I'm evaluating my scouting department. I may be firing a lot of people before I get to players. Yeah. And then I'm gonna pick my scouting department. I'm gonna find who the best of the best is. Who doesn't miss? Who's the offensive line guru? Where is that fucking guy at? I'm gonna find that fucking guy and pay him to run my scouting department. You fix this fucking interior on both sides of the ball. Seriously, that's what I'd fucking do first. Because honestly, that's the shit.
They've been talking about
that's the shit that nobody talks about. That, by the way, that happens.
Somebody was talking about that. I don't know if it was radio or if I read an article, but they said exactly that. Go back to the drawing board with everything, including your scouting.
If it's 10 or 11 years, whatever the fuck it is, where they've hit on maybe 2 offensive linemen and over that span with multiple I would totally be evaluating my scouting department. Because your quarterback got killed because of it.
The scouting department's been the same that long.
I don't know.
There's no way.
Well, they're still missing. Whoever the fuck they've got in there is still missing. Okay, so I don't know. But that's the only thing you said that or didn't say that I would have add. Everything else I agree with. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, my turn. First thing, I fire Bill Belichick. It's the first fucking thing I do. I don't even give him the option. Because honestly, after what happened on Sunday, when he got out-coached by Riverboat Ron, that was the last straw for me.
Yikes.
That was the last straw for me. No way in hell.
Man.
Bill Belichick, drunk, should not be out-coached by Riverboat Ron.
The Giants beat the Commanders, by the way.
Yeah. Bill Belichick, after that, he has no value to me even as a coach right now. Because there's no... And by the way, most of those wounds were self-inflicted. Poor tackling. Stupid penalties at the wrong time. Receivers dropping passes that hit them in the hands. Okay, and
what would you do if they lose to the Giants?
I don't care anymore. They've already lost the game. Look it. And again, I was going on the premise of what I was told the offensive line was highly rated, so they were going to be able to run the football. If I had known this was going to happen, I would have picked them to win one fucking game. Because if you can't run the ball, you're fucked. And you don't have studs on the outside. If you can't run the ball, and by the way, Tampa Bay last year. The reason Tampa Bay won 8 games because they had 2 stud receivers and a great quarterback. They couldn't run the ball either. But they had those 2 things, and they were able to compete. If you don't have those guys and you can't run, you have what we're looking at. And I don't care who the quarterback is. So my thing is, Bill Belichick built that fucking roster. Fuck you. We'll call you when the statue's built. That's it. Thank you for the memories. We're going a different direction.
Do you think they'll build 2 statues and Tom Brady will be a giant and Bill Belichick will be holding his hand like a little child?
I wouldn't go that far.
It was a joke.
I know. I had to think about it though. But the first thing I'm doing, he's done. He's out. His son, whose son who never should have had a job, he's out. They're all out. I'm cleaning the fucking house up. Mike Vrabel came up. There's a story on this now. That actually may have legs. He said that last week. And I was like, well, they already have Gerard.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
No, it was last week.
That was last week.
Last Tuesday. And the thing is, Gerard Mayo Kraft extended him to make sure he didn't leave. So it looks, I don't know which one he's going to go for. To me, whoever wouldn't you pick, you have to go find the best offensive coordinator in the game. Who is the guy? Who's the hot name out there? The guy who's that dude? I'm getting him next. Okay? Because you got to get modern offense. They don't run a modern offense. They don't. Okay? And then the third thing.
Eric Bieniemy?
He wants a head coach now. He's been a coordinator.
Well, I was talking about head coach.
He's probably going to be the coach of the Commanders when they fire Rivera. Why wouldn't he be? He's the logical choice.
That's the bright spot of the team.
Yeah, he's the logical choice. Howell's had a solid first year, so why not for him? Of course, him. So anyway, and plus he comes from the Chiefs where he's used to winning. He's won a Super Bowl. He's won 2 Super Bowls. So you want that guy running. You've got that guy in house if you're the Commanders.
You've got that guy.
You got that
You're
guy.
not that guy.
This bullshit.
You're not that guy.
This bullshit about in these stories. If I'm the Commanders, I'm going after Bill Belichick. What are you nuts? What are you fucking nuts? First of all, you hire Bill Belichick, you lose Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy will resign.
He'll go coach the Patriots.
He'll go, get the fuck. I'm not working for this asshole. No way. Okay, no fucking way. Okay, if Eric Bieniemy has half a brain between his ears, he would run, not walk from that. Okay, but anyway, no, you've got that guy in house. You hire him. Me, as the Pats GM, that's the first thing I'm doing.
So who would you hire?
I'd have to find out who the top offensive coaching candidate is.
No, I'm talking about for your head coach. Who would you hire?
Probably Mayo.
Mayo.
Yeah, nothing against. If Vrabel became available, see, the thing is, why would the Titans let Vrabel go?
Well, I don't think they would let him go. I think he might want to get out of there because he's done with fucking.
Well, that's a whole other thing.
Because maybe he doesn't want Tannehill. Well, no, they have this kid now. They got Levis.
They got Levis, who looks pretty good. So
maybe you're right. Maybe he's happy there.
I don't know.
But what do you like about Mayo?
He's in the locker room. He's young enough to, I think he can relate to these players. Mm-hmm. So he will have a different approach.
Played pretty recently. What, 15 years ago?
10 years ago? 10 years ago? 11
That's
years
pretty
ago?
recent.
Yeah. No, so he's got a pulse for the game today. Yeah. He's still got a defensive mind, which is good, but I think he knows what the offense, he coaches against these modern defenses, offenses rather. So he knows they got to get with the times. And I think that I would hire him, but I'm like, look, you're going to be the head coach. We're going to go find the best offensive mind in the game that's available to help you out here. Okay, and then the draft, it's all fucking offense. It's all fucking offense. Bill Belichick went all fucking defense last year, and where did it get him? Okay,
Did you start with line? Or did you start with weapons?
Offensive line. Offensive line first. The draft is getting increasingly deeper. I mean, the three guys I've been yelling about were all second-round picks. Debo, you're right, was a third-round pick, Debo Samuel. So, I mean, look, you can find talent. You got to get the best fucking offensive lineman out there. You got to go find the Trent Brown. You got to go fucking find those dudes. Trent Williams, whoever he is. Trent Brown is the Patriots' fat fuck who can't stay on the field. That
Oliver, what's the one guy's name? Oliver
Humperdinck? I don't know.
Maybe it's not Oliver.
I don't know. Anyway.
Orlando Brown.
Somebody, that you got to go find those guys. Okay? The defense has got person talent up there. That's the one thing he did right. So to me, I'm extending.
Minus the injuries this year, that defense would.
No,
would
I mean
be good.
they're still ranked 10th, and they lost Judon and Gonzalez, who was up for Rookie of the Year had he stayed healthy. He had a hell of a first month. Those guys are fine, yeah. But the thing is, I'm going offense, because my defense next year is gonna have the personnel to be top 10 again. They're not losing because their defense is top 10. They're losing because their offense is bottom 5. Okay? Yeah. And yes, I'm keeping Mac Jones. Fuck all of you. Fuck you, because you know what? He hasn't had a shot to be evaluated fairly yet. I'm going to put an offensive line behind him that gives him more than 2 seconds worth of fucking football. Okay? And I'm going to get him a goddamn number 1 fucking legit wideout. One way or another. If I don't draft him, I'm going to get him in free agency. I don't give a fuck. The Pats are $125 million under the cap. And I'm going to get the best fucking receiver on the market, okay, who's in his prime. Who's not over the hill. Who's not 31. He's 25.
Justin Jefferson?
If he's a free agent, fucking A, yes I am. I'll pay him whatever it fucking takes to get him.
He's not a free agent, is he?
I don't think he is. But
whoever,
it's
after next
I might
year.
call the Raiders about. Devontae wants to stay there. We'll see. But I'm going to make all those phone calls. I'm going to get Mac Jones some actual fucking. Here's the thing I know about Mac Jones, and I said this before: if you give him a Ferrari, he won't crash it. He'll win. Okay, this is the thing. That little fucking geek on Colin Cowherd was saying. You remember in Alabama, and this is how dumb this dickhead is. He said this on camera. What's his name? This little fucking rat. This just fucking Dick McCracken. That's his fucking name. The bottom line is, he said in front of the camera. You remember when Mac Jones was at Alabama, and he was throwing to Waddle and Devontae Smith and all those guys, and he said it like. Well, what the fuck? His fucking peers are throwing to those guys now, right. And they're all MVP candidates. You fucktard. You fucking stupid. I can't believe Colin Cowherd didn't call him out on that going, well, yeah, but aren't those guys the reason Tua and this Jalen Hurts are all doing well? I gotta find out your fucking name so I can trash you and hashtag you so you can fucking see it, you clown. Fucking, you literally say that, and then, yeah, who's he throwing to now, dickhead? Okay, he's not even throwing to the Jimmies and the Joes. Okay, so I'm doing that. Okay, getting me the best offensive mind in the game, hiring Mayo.
Okay, here are some free agent wide receivers in 2024.
Go ahead.
Mike Evans.
Too old.
Odell Beckham.
Too old. Too injury prone.
Curtis Samuel from Washington.
How old? I don't know how good he is.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good, but he's not worth the money he's going to probably be asking. He's not a number 1.
He's in his.
He's a 2.
2, 3, 4, 5. He's in his 5th year right now.
He's like a 2.
Yeah.
Those are the top 3.
Tyler Boyd is 4th.
Cincinnati. He's tough. He's had a good year for Cincy.
Marquise Brown, Arizona. Calvin Ridley. I didn't know that.
Wow, 1-year deal on him, huh?
Is that what it was?
Apparently, he was just signed.
He was suspended.
Right?
So they got him in a trade.
Yeah.
T. Higgins. Forgot about T. Higgins.
Like I said, there's guys out.
What about T. Higgins? Would you pay him?
I might.
He's not like a 1-1 though, right?
I don't know. He's got Jamar Chase next to him. I think he could be a 1-1.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase is that dude. He's top 5 in the league. Anybody would disagree with that?
Not a lot on the free agent market, though.
No, but T. Higgins. How old is T. Higgins? That's enticing, depending on how old he is.
He's 24.
Oh, yeah.
He's almost 25.
25, yeah. That dude, yeah. He's a prime candidate. He'd be a guy I'd go after. Because I would draft I could draft the receiver and get him, bring those 2 in.
Yeah, this is his fourth year.
Demario Douglas, I would give Tyquan Thornton one more year and actually put him in the fucking game plan beyond 5 plays and see what he can do if he can stay healthy. I'd give him one more year because he's a second-round pick. I'm not going to give up on a guy who's 4.2, who's proven he can catch the ball if he gets open.
Thornton?
Yeah. They don't. I mean, he didn't play after the second quarter. He wasn't hurt. It's like, what the fuck you doing, Bill? Like, Bill Belichick, honestly. Fucking get the fuck out. I can't even. Every time I think I want to give him, cut him some slack, I think of another stupid thing he's done. Another arrogant thing he's done. And it's like, how can I even? I need to get him out of the building. Okay? We'll call you when the statue's built. That's it. Thank you for the memories. You go on the Pats Hall of Fame. You go there. We'll be, all that stuff. I'll give you money to go away. Just go away. Go away.
Tyron Smith from the Cowboys is a free agent at the end of the year.
Who?
Tyron Smith, their big tackle.
How old is he?
He's 32.
Too old. Nope. I need young. Nope.
You're not going to get a lot of young offensive
I'm drafting these guys. I'm not looking for the one that if the guy's not 27 or younger. No. I need his prime years. Yeah. Because Mac Jones has one more year left on his deal, and I have to make a decision on him. I've got to be able to evaluate him.
Yeah. I
don't believe that if I draft a quarterback at 2 or 3 or whatever, that guy's going to be successful given what's around him. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way. All I'm going to do is set us back another 5 years. No, Mac Jones stays because he's on another deal. And then I say, look, Mac, this is your show me year, and I'm going to set you up to succeed, Mac. I'm going to give you everything you fucking need. Okay? Your defense is already set for the most part. If I have to extend Judon, I certainly will. And again, with the added 125, again, most of this can be done through the draft. Yeah, you bring in a free agent here or there, veteran presence, backup, solid guy like that for the line maybe. But you got to draft some fucking studs. And that's what I do. Well, this is the thing. Who's the scouting department? I'm going to take a look at them and what their track record is for linemen.
Because defensively, Bill knows how to draft defense.
The defense is set. But they don't need another
offensively, they've missed on a lot, right?
They've missed a ton.
They've
missed just the last 4. He has destroyed the 2019 and 2020 drafts. Every player is already gone. Yeah, they're already gone. Well, that's 2 fucking years of draft.
It seems like whenever he drafts, it's like everybody goes, "Hey, he's either got to take this person or this person."
He trades down.
And he comes in and takes a different person,
or he trades down,
or he trades out
for additional picks. What do you do? And I'm like, what?
And then he makes a pick where everybody goes, I wonder why they traded down if they were going to do that.
Yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And I understand they're trying to the saying was, well, he builds 15 through 45. Okay, well that's all well and good if your 15 through 45 are quality. If they're fucking junk, you're missing on that too. Yeah. Because the whole honestly, when I think about that roster right now, I'm having a hard time finding 10 players I'd keep. And most of them are on defense. They're all on D. I mean, obviously, I would keep Ramondre Stevenson. He's a good back. I'd keep Demario Douglas. He's earned the right to come back. He's looked good. But after that, I might re-sign Hunter Henry. He's solid. Yeah. But
there's 10.
There's 10.
Because, the defense...
a lot of them are under contract. I'm saying of guys that are in contract. There's a lot of guys that are up. I mean, I don't think there's 10.
Gesicki I wouldn't keep because you're not fucking using him.
Well, I would use him. I would fucking use him. I'd tell Bill O'Brien, if that motherfucker is in the game plan for 30 snaps, you're fucking fired.
Well, did you see what they did? They basically sat what's-his-face and put Gesicki in as the 4th receiver.
Yeah, that was
Who'd they sit, Thornton or Bourne?
He was the 5th receiver.
Who did you say stopped playing?
Thornton stopped playing after the second quarter.
Right. And Gesicki took all the snaps as that wide receiver.
Yeah, because that guy Jalen Rieger was dropping fucking balls every time they looked at him. And that was the other fucking bonehead move. What the fuck is this kid? How are you blaming Mac Jones for this at all when you Jalen Rieger is being targeted? Like, what the fuck? And Mac so well, he was open. Fucking he got open, he can't catch. Fucking stone hands.
Time, though, at some point, Mac needs to just stop throwing to him.
I think he threw to him to make a point.
Throw to Demario Douglas. Well, that's stupid if you did that.
No, if he's open, you got to throw it to him. 2 of his drops, the balls hit him right in the fucking hands. What are you supposed to do? I put it right there. You can't catch the fucking ball.
You're right.
I mean, you got to throw it to him if he's open. But anyway, that's what I would do. Sayonara.
That's the end of our GM.
Sayonara, Bill.
Adios.
82-9. Here's the good thing. He's gonna catch Jeff Fisher. He's gonna catch the loss record. That's beautiful. I might hang on to him just to get that.
100 losses?
I'm gonna bring him back for one more year.
No, my toes are freezing. My toes are
Oh my God. I'm sorry, America. That's too funny. Anyway, that's our show for this evening. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. If it is, we'll see you Friday night pick segment. I made up some ground last weekend. We'll also delve into the NBA. Celtics lost their first one last night, but Derek White didn't play. He's their best guard defender. And, oh, look, a guard went off for 38 points. Now, the guard's good, but I think Derek White would have made him work a little harder than Jaylen Brown did. Jaylen, by the way, 3-pointer at the buzzer when you need just a 2. Yeah, grow up. Learn something, will you? $304 million? Another dumb decision. Anyway, we will see you guys on Friday night, or maybe we'll see you in a few minutes. I don't know. Either way, stay loose, America. For the doubtable one, Tom is a highly questioned one, RJ Migliaccio, IDD, for those of you. And if you like us, hit that little subscribe button on the bottom. Don't cost you nothing. A good time can be free, America. It still happens. Talk to you soon.